Alright, let's get some variety of angle here. This next one is from my Hollywood spot. Sticks. I'm really not a fan of them, but just because this is a picture disc, I picked it up. Eddie Harris. Fucking glare. I'll fix that. Let's try that. You're gonna have dark. Cool in the Gang. Greatest Hits. Iron Butterfly. Crusaders. Jazz Crusaders. Bob Marley. Kaya. No cover for that one. Hugh Masekela again. WC The Mad Circle. West Up. Classic song. Kenny Clark. Francie Boland Big Band. Another naked woman. Van Full of Pakistans. Some 90s rap. The Sorcerer by Gabor, however you say his last name. Revolution soundtrack, some psychedelic people in there. Ahmad Jamal, Rhapsody. Miles Davis, Sketches of Spain. Cassiopeia, Eyes of the Mind. And Dave Van Ronk and the Hudson Dusters. Next, some very good stuff off of eBay. Silver Apples. Definitely going to highlight this one in this video. Some crazy, very early electronic rock. A lot of weird synthesizers and stuff. Has a real good one. The stupid woman who I bought it from, though, didn't package it right, so it peeled off part of the cover there. Pissed me off. Got a refund, partial refund though. Embryo. Bad Heads and Bad Cats. Been after this one for a long time. DJ Shadow used the bass line on a track called Klondike Netty for Changeling. German band, had to import it. Headhunters. If you're into drum breaks and you don't know this one, check yourself. That one's classic. David Axelrod, Earth Rot. This cost me a pretty good amount of money. Soul of the Bible. Cannonball Adderley Quintet. Letta, African kind of folk singer, but produced by Axelrod, so that's good. Show and AG, Goodfellas, classic. Incredible Bongo Band. Forgot how good this run of eBay was. This is an original Canadian pressing, though, but original nonetheless. Drum break classic, necessary in anyone's collection. As is this, Soul Searchers, Salt of the Earth, the song Ashley's Roach Clip on it. Another one of my favorite drum breaks of all time. And Gil Ventura, Welcome to Sax Club. Next group comes from Amoeba, who I went to after a long time. And then again, this whole kind of fascination with the random rap movement, or random rap style. Basically went through their clearance bins looking for stuff that had, looked very obscure or Just looked like it would be in that era or would have that sound, and had to make some educated guesses and look up on Discogs and stuff about value, because mostly if it's worth a lot on Discogs, you know it's going to be in that style. So these are all 50 cents. Some really good finds. Can't really describe too much. I'll put the links again in the description or in annotations or something about some of these, just so show you how good they are. But just read the titles for you. There's a group called Bust Down, Piss and Razor Blades. Ice-T on Saturn Records. Some old electro rap from him. It was really good. Keith Murray, The Rhyme. This is not random rap, but produced by Eric Sermon and JD, I think so. A group called Cause. Keep My Soul. Rec Center. Behind Iron Bars. A lot of these random rap have really simplistic labels, not a lot of like text on them. I don't know, there's just something, they have sort of a look that like you can pretty easily identify that it's going to be in that style. Group called Dis and Dat. The Invisies, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Rap artist called T-Key, insane. A-Town Players. Also pretty much pick up any kind of Miami bass that I come across. The Freshman. Era. The Beam. This is one I made a mistake on. Based on the look of the label, you'd think it would be older, like very obscure, but it's kind of like a modern day production. It's really pretty whack. Gold Money, A Day in the Life of a Player. High Respects, Fives. Have that already. Mr. Sandman. Best bets for random rap is if it comes out of New York, because with West Coast it's kind of a hit and miss really, with at least the sound, which is what I look for most of the beats. Next, more off of eBay. This is a really good find. Electric Ladyland, the original cover. This is the Dutch pressing. Sexy Sax. As you can tell, if there's like some kind of woman on the cover, then I'll probably buy it just because I like the artwork. Thunderball soundtrack. This came from garage sales a couple weekends ago. Astro Musical House of Pisces. Astro Musical House of Leo. These are kind of like weird. Anything like astrology related, I don't know, it's a little strange to me, but I thought that girl was very pretty though. Mario Soul, Puerto Rico Pop Festival, a bunch of people on there. Jerry Butler, Iceman Cometh. Soulful Strings, another exposure. You'd think this would be like easy listening or something, but has some pretty funky drums on there, so that's why I got that. And Quiet Nights, Miles Davis. And more from Amoeba Records. Here's this. One thing I kind of came to the conclusion about recently is that in terms of the really rare stuff from my collection, I think I would rather have really good music in my collection, even if it's not the original, than spend, like, in this case, hundreds of dollars to get an original pressing when I really just want it for like a drum break or something, or just because it's really good music. So I gave in and bought several reissues of albums I've been after for a long time, just because I want them in my collection and I don't want to have to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars for an original pressing. So Skull Snaps, if you're a beat digger and you don't know this one, you gotta learn. Not a true beat digger. And then a lot more random rap stuff. Went through the bottom of the bins, I think, for these ones. Wayne Dante, produced by a guy named Charlemagne, who's really good. DJ Jimmy, UTFO, Troopaz, I guess how you say that. Again, you guys probably never heard of any of these, so I'm going to try and put links in somewhere in this screen for annotations just to show you guys what these sound like. V and Legacy, if they're on YouTube, of course. DJ Smurf, Black Microphone Weapons, BMW, Mike Hempstead. I think this one was worth the most out of these ones for some reason. And Egyptian Lover, I'll pretty much buy anything by. And one from the same day, Raz T. Artist called Conspiracy. Dark Mind. T-Rock, Lil Haitian. These are duplicates for some of these. The Animal Farm, and Good Vibe Recordings. Dreadnoughts, General, Dazzy D. This one was worth a good amount. Shadacious, DJ Presto, you know that song off of Mushroom Jazz called Relax Your Mind, real good. These ones actually came from the regular hip-hop, which I looked in a little bit. Dutchman on Dolo Records, same label that the Natural Elements 12-inch was on from earlier. And I'm realizing this video is going to be really long, but still got one more crate to go through, so might as well.